ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? It's Spurs Live here, and we are back with a new live. It's going to be absolutely insane. We've got some incredible news, incredible content to share with you today. Unfortunately, today I'm not joined with Ben, but he will be back for the next live, which is tomorrow, which could be an interesting one. But before we start, if anyone wants to comment, have their comments on the board, just like Demetrius Antonio, what's up, mate? What's up? Has on his board. He's getting a shout out as well. Just subscribe to the channel and you'll be automatically added to the stream. All right. So if anyone wants to come join the stream, they're more than welcome to. The link is in the chat right now. Obviously, you've got to be a subscriber to be able to enter the link. And yes, so Demetrius, can't wait to see you up here. If you wanted to come join, more than welcome. But without further ado, let's just talk a little bit about news before we get into the best matches of all time. Obviously, latest Tottenham Hotspur, but I thought it would have been done by now, but it clearly has not been done by now. Also, same with Jed Spence, I thought it would be done over the weekend, but it has not been completed. So it's going to be an interesting week, and hopefully the deals between them both will be done by this Thursday, sorry. So we're gonna go and just go straight into the live, but beforehand we've got an interesting person. I've never seen him before on this live. Great to have him on this live, and it's Demetrius. What's up, mate? How you doing?
I'm fine, mate. How are you?
Good. Nice seeing you on this live. First time up here, no?
No. I've always been speaking to you on Instagram.
On Instagram, right.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to help me today, you're more than welcome. We're going to be adding people in, kicking people out. We're going to be doing all sorts. And what we'll basically be doing is reacting to the best Spurs moments of the 21-22 season. Obviously, we've had an incredible season. What's the best game on your mind? The best one you remember from the season?
The best one I'm gonna say is when we beat. It's when we beat Leicester 3-2.
Yeah, it was an incredible live, incredible game. Feel free if you need to go speak to someone, if you need to go turn off the camera. It's all good, bro. We're chilled here. We're all good. But let's get straight into it, shall we? We'll add the little interesting slide that I've just created. So if there's any spelling mistakes or anything, just ignore it. So Spurs 2-2. What an insane game it was. Red cards, for Robertson. Harry Kane should have gotten a red card. What do you remember from this game?
Well, to be honest with you, it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
And well, it's just Liverpool, but we can just never beat them. If we have like a stronger team, then we can beat them. But
I'll help you out here. It was a very hard game. Like, to be fair, it was a hard game. But I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Harry Kane's slide tackle straight to someone's shins? Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was absolutely mental. I mean, people say he should have gotten a red card. Do you think he should have gotten a red card for that?
Well, to be honest with you, if we go back to the game, he literally his foot literally touched the ball first. And then the guy went down.
Right. So you say because there was ball contact beforehand, therefore there was no foul?
Yeah, there was no foul. He got the ball first, and then
then the player. Yeah. Yes, you're making total sense to me. But the one thing I want to actually be specific on this slide was that on this game, Tottenham versus Liverpool, we never seemed to beat Liverpool, like you said earlier. The one time we played absolutely incredible football was the one time we could not beat them. I mean, I don't know if you remember, Harry Kane had so many chances. Sonny had so many chances. If you could go back in time to that game, what would you do differently? Like, what at that point would you do? Because a lot of people would say they would put on substitutions a lot earlier. What would you do?
To be honest with you, I would have put on Lucas Moura.
Yeah.
Because because I'm not being rude about Kulusevski. Kulusevski is an absolute best player for us.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if we had Lucas Moura on, because I'm not being rude about Kulusevski's pace, but he's got
Yeah.
good pace. But Lucas Moura, if we put him on, he would have like down that right wing, he would have paced it and crossed it in, and
Yeah.
and literally when Kane was in the box, no one was around him. Van Dijk wasn't even there. He was marking Son. Kane was free open, and then and Kulusevski could have crossed it into Kane, and we could have beaten them 3-2.
Yeah, but you gotta remember also Kulusevski though hasn't signed for Tottenham yet. But but I totally get what you're saying. If we would have had Kulusevski, it would you're saying if we would have signed already Kulusevski, then you wouldn't have started even Kulusevski. You would have started Lucas Moura over him. That's what you're basically trying to say.
Yeah.
Interesting. I agree with you at some point. But another thing that I would have to say, obviously this is a long time ago. The game was, if I give you the exact date, it was the 19th of December, so it was quite a fair amount of time. But I don't know if you remember, but the lineup that we played was quite an interesting one. We played a 5-3, a 3-4-3, and when you're playing with that against Liverpool, it's a much easier way to counterattack them. So let's add Ben to the stream if you would like to come join. Wait for his camera just to be on. But before we do, once again, the Spurs versus Liverpool was an insane game. I've got one question to ask you. If you could change the score line, the score sheet of this game, what would you change it to? What in your opinion would be the final score?
To be honest with you, I will keep Liverpool as 2, and then I'll put the Spurs scoreline to like a 3-2 win. Yeah.
Solid. I would go around saying 4-2. But that's just my opinion. I would obviously say 4-2 because I think we definitely had the chances. And Liverpool did not have the chances. That was just a fact. Liverpool did not have the chances. They weren't doing well during the game, and obviously we were doing extremely well. Let's see if Ben wants to come join us. Ben, what's up? How's your internet, bro? How's your internet? Give him a couple of minutes. If it's not, all right, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you once we see your internet slightly better. Dimitris, before we carry on, what position do you think Tottenham finishing 4th? Do you think that was a good place for Tottenham? Like, was it the right place for Tottenham to finish?
To be honest, with Antonio. To be honest, I know we've been. Well, I know last season we got Conference League, but to finish top 4, we literally really needed to go back in the Champions League, because that's the only. To be honest, a Champions League or a Europa League, Tottenham know how to play in them in them trophies, but to get back in the Champions League,
it's insane. It's insane. It really is insane.
Because we've got Antonio Conte, and we know how he's been playing. Because we know his favorite competition is the Champions League, and we know he's been in it with Inter Milan so many times.
Yeah.
But,
it would be an interesting fact, but we got a couple comments here. I just want to bring this up. The Leicester, I complain a lot. THFC, well, what interesting name, says the Leicester comeback was a brilliant game for me. Also, the Man City victory, fantastic. Thanks for your comment, mate. Friends working at Spurs Stadium have told a friend of mine that James Maddison is seen wandering around. Interesting one. Not saying that he's going to be a super sign, but he could be. True. What's up, Elliot Cohen? Thanks for joining us for this live stream. Hopefully, it's going to be absolutely insane. So, Dimitris, let's go over to the next slide. But before we do, let's try and get 530 subscribers today. We're on 521 to come. If anyone can drop a subscribe button, if anyone can drop a like, you're there anyway. We've got four people watching, so I expect at least 4 people to drop a like. Come on, it's not hard. We just need one of every single one to do, and it would be perfect. And we will be happy. Five likes we got today, and we're on 521 subscribers. So come on, let's up the game, mates. Let's up the game. And so the next one up, Josh, internet's bugging. I have some news. All right, we'll be waiting for some news from our reporter 𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗦. So stay tuned, everyone. Elliot Cohen says, I did. Thank you so much, bro. I don't know if that's 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗛𝗦, if that's Elliot. So thank you so much. All right, Dimitri, should we go over to the next one?
Yep.
Okay. Spurs 0, Manchester United 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this was one of the best games we've had this whole season. I mean, let me put this out there. If we did not, yes, 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗛𝗦, what's up, 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗛𝗦? Thanks for watching, bro. If we did not lose this game, Dimitris, if we did not lose this game, we would not have had Antonio Conte. How mad?
When was this game? This game was what? Back in October.
Yeah.
What, the 30th of October?
Let's check this. Spurs versus Man U. 3-0. Yes, I think it was October. It was October the 30th. Yes. Yeah. Fantastic. A date to remember.
See about this one. I went to this game with my uncle.
Oh really? That's sick.
To be honest, the goal that we scored.
It was a 3-0. It was a 3-0 to United.
Yeah, I know, but we scored, and that should have standed.
Right.
But the 3-0 loss. To be honest, I knew we wouldn't beat Man United because our backline wasn't ready, and and with Ronaldo on the pitch as well at our ground,
it's unstoppable. I mean,
there was no chance of our backline stopping Ronaldo from scoring that wonderful kick in the second half against us.
I totally agree with you. I mean, that goal from Ronaldo, I don't know if you remember it, but it was a strike, top left-hand corner. It's absolutely mental. We got some news from Ben here, saying Jed Spence possibilities increasingly likely to be completed and medical as apparently passed. Now, no, here we go yet, but we have to wait for the man himself, Fabrizio Romano. Then we got Ben again saying club scout reports on the way and loads of transfer news. Can't wait for our transfer news update tomorrow with Ben. Dimitris, you're more than welcome to join us.
I'll join tomorrow.
Cool. It's good we lost, says 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗛𝗦. Yes, I totally agree with you. It was incredible. If we would have lost, if we would not have lost, we wouldn't have had Conte. Yes, true. 100% true. The thing with Nuno era, I feel like Nuno in general, he's not a terrible manager. It's just the fact that he doesn't know how to manage top teams. I'm talking about top 6 teams. You can't expect a manager at his level playing and managing Wolves to come in. You know, they were just in the Championship a couple seasons ago. You can't imagine Nuno to come straight away to Liverpool. You don't see that happening. It's impossible. If you would have done that all from the beginning, Dimitris, would you have signed Nuno, or would you have gone for what would you have done? Would you have stick with Ryan Mason, or would you have gone for Nuno? Just out of interest.
To be honest, because it was coming to the end of October, I would have stick with Ryan Mason, and then when it hit November, I would have got Nuno.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. I
would have done. I would have stick with Ryan Mason until the end of the season, and then get Nuno in.
Yeah.
And then keep Nuno until we play like a big team, and then let him go, and then get and and Antonio Conte.
Yeah, no. Listen, mate. I slightly agree with you. I think the fact of like not. The point that you made of signing Nuno, I would not have signed Nuno from the beginning. I think keeping Ryan Mason from the get go would be an obvious one. Hashtag Ryan Mason all the way, says Ben. Listen, Ben, mate, don't say all the transfers because we'll be saying it tomorrow on the live stream. I complained a lot. TFC said Nuno wasn't back properly, but he's a very defensive counter-attack manager. Conte's a counter-attack, but his team scores lots more goals. Very, very true. I'm not going to disagree with you. I think you're very, very right in terms of the goals. Conte can also bring out more of players. I mean, you look at the likes of Matt Doherty, Eric Dyer, Ben Davies. You would never thought that they would be this good under Nuno 𝗬𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Demetrius, if you could sign anyone from the Manchester United squad except for Cristiano Ronaldo, who would you sign?
Who would I sign except for? I was gonna say Ronaldo, but
No, mate, nah.
But I can't say Ronaldo. But I will probably sign. I'll probably sign Rashford.
Rashford, good one. I like it.
If not Rashford, I'll probably sign Jadon Sancho.
Solid. So what you're trying to say is you'd add another attacking player into this whole mix of players.
Yeah, but if not them two, I will probably sign Paul Pogba.
Yeah, solid.
Let's be in midfield.
I would agree. I mean, if it was up to me, I would probably sign Paul Pogba or Bruno Fernandes. Probably put Bruno Fernandes. That's what I said I agree with you, but I didn't agree completely. Or Rafael Varane, I didn't remember him. I forgot about him. Varane could be a solid defender, says 𝗕𝗏𝗦𝗡𝗏. All right, we're gonna go for a quick. I can't speak anymore. For a quick break, and we're gonna be back for some more interesting matches that no one here probably would have had on mind. I mean, actually, one comment had it on mind. But before we do, come on, guys, let's smash this like button, share the post, comment, share the video, comment anything. Honestly, we're going to get up all your comments afterwards. We're on 5 likes. Let's try to aim for 10 likes at the end of this live. And without further ado, we're going to go on a quick break and we'll be back.
Do I still stay on, yeah?
You're going to stay on, mate. You're good to stay on, bro. You're doing an absolute crazy job. Very good job in the meantime. So, more than welcome to stay, and we'll be back in...
Yeah, I'll stay on the live, yeah.
Cool.
So I like talking to people.
guys. Sorry. We have a long wait, but we are back. What's up, 𝗕𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗦? How you doing, mate?
I'm fine, Mary.
Good. All right. Well, we're gonna have someone coming on very soon. Just to have to say, he's part of the Spurs Live Instagram members, and it will be an interesting debate what we're gonna have for our next segment. We've got a couple others, I've got a couple more games to go through. But let's just quickly go back out and talk about some news that that our reporter Ben has given us. So, Conte brings pressure, which means more people in the final third and more around opposition defense, therefore increasing our rate of goals. True, very true. Also make sure that our attackers get into perfect positions, therefore we can actually score goals. All right, so we're going to be bringing on some of the 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗛𝗦 class.
Hello.
What's up, mate? How you doing?
Very good.
All right.
Hello.
Someone's on, so 1 second. Let me chime in both of you for a second. All right. I'm gonna unmute you guys very shortly. 1 second. Let's test one by one. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you.
𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗛𝗦?
Can hear you as well.
Great, fantastic. All right, we're cool. I think. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have some debates regarding some games that we've had this season. But beforehand, I'd love to hear both of your thoughts on this comment. I'd love 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗏𝗏 as a centre half, as he's demanding and increasingly strong and powerful. As an overall defender, which boosts our defence massively alongside 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗧. Basically, to summarise what he said is that Ben would love to have 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗧 next to 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧. Now, if you had to choose between 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 or Bremer, who would you choose? Go. Let's start with 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Who would you choose?
I would choose personally Bremer because I think 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is going to be much more expensive than Bremer, and just I think we don't have to spend as much. Like we don't have to spend that much money on 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and instead take a risk with Bremer and to see if he's good. And I think that will be a better signing for us. Just to spend less money and still get a good defender instead of spending a lot of money on 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 from Inter Milan, and never knowing if it's going to work out or not. So yeah.
Very true. 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, what about you?
To be honest, I will go with the same thing as well.
So wait. So both of you are saying 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. By the way, 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, am I saying your name correct? 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I complete a lot of THFC. I love that name. It says I like 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, a complete pro and a proven defender who looks after himself, works hard, can't ask for anything more. I totally agree. Personally, I'd probably go with 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, but I've told this again on the Spurs talk show with Sean the other day, is that if we do sign the likes of Bremer, then it helps us, because next season, coming the winter, probably Chelsea, Man United, Barcelona, PSG, they're all going to probably look for a defender, and Bremer will be on the top of everyone's list. I feel like if we do get the bargain now, signing Bremer now, it would definitely help us a lot.
Yeah, I think he's going to go up in the winter. His price tag is going to go up very, very, very much. It's going to be much more expensive.
Yeah. It's true. It could go more expensive depending on how the season goes. All right. 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, take this away. This comment is yours. Just give any reaction. Talk to me about it. Come on. I'll just read it. I'll just read it for the audio listeners. We'll be putting us on Spotify after. So all the Spotify people, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content if you'd like. I'd love to put 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 as a creative midfielder, genius of Maddison, another genius in the midfield, as we need to get that 20-goal contribution next season to gulf the gap between us and City. 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, what do you think? Interesting, no? Very, very good comment.
That's a good comment, and it's really interesting. But to be honest, with the 20 goals, a contribution for next season between Spurs and Man City. To be honest, Man City do have Haaland next season, and it's going to be really hard to try and get 20 goals
True.
to compete with Man City.
Very, very, very true. Nathaniel, what do you think?
I don't think we really need. I'm not want to get any of them. I think that our front three, and now that we've got Richarlison as well, I think they'll make up that 20-goal contribution. I don't think we need an attacking midfielder. Now that we've got Richarlison, I think we should get a right wing back and a centre back next. Those are our main priorities.
Yeah, I see Dimitris is agreeing with you. You agree with his words? Like, focusing on the right wing back.
To be honest, we are getting a centre back. We are getting a centre back from Barcelona. He's French. I can never pronounce his name. I think it's 𝗕𝗓𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗛𝗦, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we do need a right back.
Yeah. Listen, if it was up to me, I'd say right wing back is important, left centre back is important, and then we can deal with the rest. Leon Carmen, what's up? I saw you on the show the other day. I'm pretty sure I saw you on the show. What's up? How you doing? Hope all is well. I'd love to see you on the show if you want to come join. More than welcome. All right. Another comment from I've been a lot of THFC. Listen, mate, if you've got a YouTube channel on Instagram, DM it to us on Instagram so we can, follow you or anything, because been commenting on our channel today, which is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much, guys. Man City finished with 99 goals, and we only got 69. So we need to try and bridge that gap in regards to goals. Plus, we need a creative midfield to help unlock stubborn defenses who come to sit. If you don't mind, I'll answer this one. In my opinion, I think we do need a creative midfielder, but a right wing back and a left centre back positions are more important. Our top priorities. So I think turning Maddison or Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta is more. It's a more interesting signing for next season, not for right now. Ben Burnett said once again, Richarlison's an incredible signing as he can alter an opponent's defense with his low-driven finish and incredibly mobility, mimicking Harry Kane's ability. All right, I've got a question for you guys. We'll start with Dimitris this time, since we started with lesson last time. All right. Okay, so we're playing with now Harry Kane, Richarlison, Kulusevski, Son. How do we fit them all in? What would be your lineup for a front three? What would you do?
To be honest, I know we've got a Richarlison. To be honest, when he was playing at Everton, they were playing him on the left-hand side of their team. To be honest, we can actually stick Son in striker. Yeah. Because he's actually good at striker, and then we can have Kulusevski on the right and
Richarlison left.
And Richarlison on the left.
Yeah.
I know he's a striker. He's a striker, but if you want Kane to play as well. Yeah, but if you want Kane to play as well, we can actually just put Kane up front and put Richarlison on the left.
Yeah.
Or to be honest, in one of our games for next season, we can actually play a 4-4-2, so have two strikers up top.
Yeah.
So have Richarlison and Kane up top together.
Yeah, listen, that's your own opinion. Let's know what you think. If we have got to now play Richarlison, Kane, Kulusevski, Son, how are we playing all them?
So I would keep our lineup from last season: Kulusevski, Son, and Kane. And I really don't get where Richarlison is going to get much playing time, because we've got Kane up front and he's a solid attacker. And if I'm Richarlison, I'm young, I'm not old, and I've got a career ahead of me. And I don't know why I don't know why I would come to Tottenham. I don't know when I'm going to get much playing time here, because we've got a world-class striker at top anyway. So when's he going to get playing time?
So Nathan, are you saying you basically keep the lineup as it is with Kulusevski, Son, and Kane?
Yeah.
Good answer. I've got a little bit more of an interesting one. If we were to have to play as a three at the back like Conte does normally, and then have four in the middle, two defensive midfielders, it would be Højbjerg and Bissouma, in my opinion. Therefore, we will need some attacking players. So what I was thinking of playing a 3-4-1-2, which basically consists of Richarlison and Son playing as a striker, because Son does play as a striker for South Korea. Having Richarlison as a striker because he does play as a striker for Everton and Brazil, and having Kane as a centre forward, not as a cam, as a centre forward, which basically means the false nine. He can drop deep to collect the ball and to pass it forward. He can go up and attack and switch with Son sometimes, switch with Richarlison sometimes. With Kulusevski, who can play the right midfielder, because we won't necessarily need a right wing back at that position. And then we'll have Perisic on the left, Bissouma, Højbjerg on the midfield, and have Romero, Dyer, and whoever else will be playing. We got an interesting comment now from Ben saying it was confirmed last season that Conte would like a partnership with Harry Kane, which I think Richarlison would fit in with Son on the left and Swedish Messi on the right with a blistering front three. Do you think, guys, Kulusevski will be getting as much game time as he's been getting? Anyone?
Yes.
Anyone can answer.
Yeah. I think he was amazing last season. He really helped us get loads of goals when he came, and so I think he'll get the same amount of playing time. I don't think anyone else would take over his spot. And I think what you said with the false nine, Harry Kane, we all know that he can give amazing passes from like the centre forward position to Son and Kulusevski. So I think that would be a great position for him, and that could work for us.
Interesting. Now, what do you think, Demetrius? Do you think regarding Kulusevski, will he get more game time, less game time? Will Son get more game time, less game time? Will Harry Kane? Who will be getting the less game time in this squad?
Oh, do you know what? To be honest, with the Tottenham lineup,
it's a horrible problem, but it's a great problem.
Do you know what? To be honest, it's a really hard problem, but it's a hard problem, but it's a good problem because Son, Kane, and Kulusevski last season, they were just absolutely amazing. But now we've got Perisic and Richarlison. I don't know how Antonio's gonna work out. I don't know how Antonio's gonna overtake the whole squad with our two new players. Gonna try and how he's gonna fit it in with them.
Listen, it's going to be a horrible problem, but it's going to be a great problem at the same time. You can't have Son as a striker, Son, because he gets all his goals from the wing as his natural wing forward. When I'm saying as a winger, as a striker, I'm not necessarily saying he has to play as a striker and continue being a striker. When you're a striker, you can drift to the left, drift to the right, drift forward, wherever you like. The fact of the matter is you're going to be placed as a striker, as scoring goals threat. Harry Kane will be dropping deep as a centre forward. But that's just my own opinion. All right, we're going to go to some segment that we just went into previously regarding the games. So let's add that onto here now. So we just previously talked about the Spurs Man U. We're laughing at Dimitrius. We were talking about the Spurs Man United 3-0. All right, let's go on to the next one. And it's the final slide. What slide is it? Spurs 3-0 Arsenal. The North London scumbags.
Oh my God. That game.
You're looking pumped up for this one. Go for it.
When Arsenal came to our ground, I was literally... Because when the game started, I was like, okay, right, that's it. Because when the half time came, because it was like 2-0 at at half time, I saw the possession with Spurs and Arsenal, and Spurs were actually all over. I can't even speak today as well. Spurs were actually all over Arsenal with the possession that we had at home.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But that game, that was a good game.
It was a very, very good game. Netanel, I watched it together with you. We were watching it together. What an incredible game it was.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it was an incredible game. And I think the atmosphere, the Tottenham atmosphere, really, really helped push on the Spurs players with the tifo in the stand. That I just think that really, really helped them, give them loads of confidence to win. And I think the Rob Holding red card, that was really a very big turning point in the game, because they went down to 10 men and we were just all over them from then on. We had about 60% possession, they had 40, and we basically dictated the play a lot. Harry Kane's penalty was great. I just think, and after that, Arsenal had lost the plot. They lost to Newcastle after this, and just from then, as soon as we beat them, everyone knew. I mean, we weren't going to lose to Norwich or anyone else. They knew we were getting top four, and this was a really decisive match. And I think this really decided the top four players, top four teams.
Talking about the amazing goal, what do you guys think about that Sonny goal against Norwich, where everyone told him to shoot? Don't know if you heard the replay of it, but I was watching it the other day, and everyone was saying to him to shoot for that goal, for that curler. What player Heung-min Son has been this season? What are your thoughts of him?
Yeah, he can shoot with his left and right foot. He's a two-footed player. He's amazing. And I remember there was an interview where Emerson was just telling him, shoot, get that golden boot. And he really deserved it. I think also without penalties, which is really, really something. So I think he's just an all-round great player, and he's got two great feet. And I think next year, I think he's still going to be competing for the golden boot next year as well.
We're just about to get into that. Before we talk about that, Demetrius, what are your thoughts on Son this season?
To be honest, the game against Norwich had nothing to play for, because I knew Norwich were going to go back down anyway, and everyone can beat, and every Premier League team can beat Norwich, but that Son's goal was amazing.
It was insane. It was really, really good. Let's get on to some question that I had planned. Netanel, you brought this up. Yeah, go for it, Demetrius.
And sorry to Stevie as well. And and with the golden boot, I know he shared it with Salah. But probably next season he can try and win it for himself as well.
Could be. But you have told us very, very nicely the little new into the segment of Son Golden Boot. We're going to be back. We're going literally this time a 20-second break. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? It's Spurs Live here, and we're back with a new segment today. I love the word segment. Guys, come on, segment. It sounds so cool. All right, Son Golden Boots. What are our thoughts regarding that? We will start with Netanel. Go for it.
I think this year there's going to be a lot more competition now that Liverpool have signed Nunez and Man City and Haaland. But I think he'll still have a chance to win it. Personally, I don't really think he's going to win it. That's just my opinion. I think either one of the two signings are going to win it. But we still have to remember that the Bundesliga is a very different league to the Premier League. So we weren't sure if Haaland will fit in. But if he does, then I think he's going to be amazing for Man City, and I think he'll win the Golden Boot. But Son's still got a very good chance at it, and he should try. He should keep trying. That's
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough. Demetrius, what about you?
Well, wait, what was the question? Because I was downstairs. Sorry.
All good. All good. Son Golden Boot. What are your thoughts?
To be
Is
honest,
it possible?
Son Golden Boot. Yeah, Son Golden Boot. I think he'll try and have a chance to go for it again.
Yeah.
But like with what he said as well, like with Haaland and with Liverpool with their new striker signing, I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be tough to try and for Son to try and get a Golden Boot.
Yeah.
Because Haaland is a good player, and Son is good for us as well. But I would really like Son to win it, to win the Golden Boot again. It would be really good for him to get another one again as well.
Before we close this chapter off of the Golden Boot, can everyone please just give me one name and one player of who they think is going to win the Golden Boot? Go for it. Obviously, we're with you, Demetrius, so let's start with you. Who do you think?
I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Son. I'm going to go for Son. I think Son can do it again.
Interesting. Netanel, who do you think?
I think it's going to be Haaland. He can either be a flop or he can be really good. Because I said that the Bundesliga is very, very different from the Premier League. Premier League is much more competitive, but I think he bagged so many goals last season, and he's a very young, raw talent. And I think he can do really well in the Premier League. And I think he's going to have a very good chance at winning it next season.
So you're saying Haaland?
Yeah, Haaland.
Solid one. All right, Netanel, what have you got to say to us? You got a question? Come on.
Now, I've got a question. What are Champions League predictions for next season? I know the group teams aren't out, but where do you think we'll get? Do you think we'll pass the group stages, get into the knockout stages? What are your opinions?
Whew. So, hell of a question. I saw you typing into our group chat, so I was like, onto the private chat here, and I was like, I have to bring this up. You brought it up, so fantastic question. Demetrius, do you want to start, or do you want to have a little think about it?
To be honest, going back to Champions League in 2019, I know we had Mourinho, Pochettino, and I know we had a hard Champions League group because we had Barcelona and Inter Milan in that. But with the Champions League, like he said, it will be good for us to go. It'll be good for us to go to the Champions League final again and try and actually win the Champions League this time with a stronger.
How far do you think you can get?
To be honest, for the group stages, I think we'll either finish like second or first on the group table in the Champions League group. But to be honest, I want us to try and get to the Champions League final again this time.
Fair enough.
So that's how.
So where do you think we'll get to though? Where do you think we'll get to?
What, in the Champions League?
Yeah.
I think to the final.
Final? Solid.
Yeah.
Netanel, the Champions League predictions. I'll give you my say, and then you can go have your question, your own opinion. So, all right. Champions League, we haven't been in a couple of years, and I'll just put you on 1 second, Demetrius. So it's been an incredible time, and without being with Champions League, I mean, it's been unfortunate for us because we did not deserve the Champions League the way we were playing. But if we were going to go into Champions League, when we are going to go to Champions League, I think we can get to quarterfinals. I'll be happy with the quarterfinals. I agree with Leon. I would be super happy, super buzzing with a quarterfinal. Especially we haven't been in the Champions League for a long time. I've been speaking to friends, and we've been discussing quarterfinals. All right, Netanel, I know you got to go, so thanks so much for joining, mate. I appreciate it. You're an absolute legend. Final says, come on, give us a final say.
Quarterfinal, and 𝗕𝗓 has another masterclass. Semi-final, but that's it.
Amazing.
Bye.
All right,
Bye,
have a good one. So he says quarterfinals. Dimitris, you're saying final, huh?
Do you know what? I will say final because going back to 2019,
yeah,
it was our literally first time to be in the final, and it was our first time getting a taste of the final.
Yeah.
But I know we played Liverpool in the final, but come on, Liverpool have been in the final so many times.
It's true. It's very, very, very true.
But it'll be nice for us to try and win a Champions League.
Imagine a season, our first trophy in 13 years, and we win a Champions League. That would be insane. Leon said, "Are we winning?" I mean, I didn't say that we're winning. It's Dimitris who's saying we're winning, not me. So, mate, have it on Dimitris. All right, we're gonna go on to some next segment of today. I mean, why don't you second say segment? It's the same thing. Is that your sister, Dimitris?
Yeah.
She's a Spurs fan.
Nah. I'm a Southampton fan. Like my friend. Yeah.
Solid team. Nice seeing you. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our solid.
Huh? Open.
Yeah, go.
Okay. Leicester 3-2. The Leicester 3-2. Oh my days. I'll start with this one. What an incredible time. I was watching the game and I was thinking, what are the chances of us scoring? I said it before we even kicked the ball. They scored. And I was like, I told my mate, if we score now, that would be absolutely incredible. Scoring against Leicester City is always a laugh. And scoring 2 in 2 minutes is absolutely insane. Dimitris, come on, mate. If you were in that game, were you watching the game?
Yeah. I was watching the game.
Yeah. Come on, explain to me what your thoughts were after the game or during the game.
To be honest, after the game, I was just literally singing a song about 𝗕𝗓𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗦. I was just, to be honest, after the game, I couldn't talk. I had nothing to say. I was shouting so much, my voice just went, and
fair enough.
And to be honest, with that game, I was just I was on YouTube just watching it all over and over again.
I bet you all of us were. I mean, it's not like we weren't. I just want to go back to the question. Sorry, I don't usually do this, but let's just go quickly back to the question, Dimitris. To be honest, I feel like what Son's dad commented over him being world class would influence him to fight for the Golden Boot next season. Maybe a prime something coming. Maybe. Yeah. Come on, Ben. All right. We're going to have to round this live up very, very soon, round up this live. So let's go on to the final slide, and that is Manchester City 2. Son, Harry Kane, Spurs 3. Dimitris, you take this away.
Okay, right, guys, right. With the Man City and Spurs game, it was a really good game because at the start of the season, we did beat them 1-0 at home, at our ground. To be honest, I thought we were going to get an easy team at the start of the game. But I know we beat. But I know we had Man City at the start of the season, beating them 1-0 with Son taking that lead. But going to their ground, scoring early, inside 4 minutes with 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗦 taking it, and then Son and Kane. It was a really good match.
It really was. I mean, I was watching it as well, like I do for every single game, and we weren't playing amazing football, but the fact of the matter was that it was counter. It was not a calm game like Manchester City usually play. It was they scored the penalty, and Harry Kane was like, "Nah, mate, I'm not having this. This is not gonna happen for me." And just ran, and 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗘𝗡𝗦 did the trickies and crossed it. And oh my gosh, it was absolutely insane. Crazy time. Best day of the year according to 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗢𝗡. Mate, it's great to have 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗡 on the comments. Fantastic to have everyone here on the comments. Demetrius, where can we find you before we round up the show tonight? Where can we find you? What do you do? Tell us a little about yourself. Come on, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, and you can even.
You want to send us a link so we can tell people to follow you?
How do you do the link again?
I'll do it. Go on, continue. So what do you do? What do you do on Instagram?
I've just lost the whole thing. Here I am. Yeah. I can't remember my name on Instagram, but actually no, I can. Hold on, I can.
Yeah. I'll find it for you and I'll put it in the chat afterwards. I think his internet's slightly gone. But Demetrius, he's been wanting to come on the channel for quite some time, and now he's made his full appearance. Demetrius, you've been an absolute pleasure to be on. Well done. First appearance on the live, huh?
Yeah, mate. Because I've always been speaking to you on Instagram.
Yeah. How did you enjoy the live? Was it good?
To be honest, mate, I'm a big Spurs fan. Love Spurs.
Big up. Thanks so much for joining, mate.
Yeah. What time are you live tomorrow?
Not sure. I'll be updating everyone on the Instagram, so stay tuned. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Right, have a good one. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Fantastic. We had some interesting guests today. Dimitri's first appearance on this YouTube live. We had Netanel first appearance on this YouTube live. Netanel's part of this Spurs Instagram group chat, so feel free, to comment anything. Comment something after the live. I'd love to ask you guys one favor. Not subscribe. You can subscribe if you want. Not give us like, but you can give us like if you like. Comment anything, literally anything. Harry Kane, comment Harry Kane 15 times. Comment Human Songs 15 times. Comment TotJosh, we love you. Comment anything. The comments help us grow, and that's the most important thing to us. My name is TotJosh, and I'm out. Come on, you Spurs, and thanks so much for all the amazing comments we've had today from Ben, from Leon, from all these incredible people. So thanks so much once again, and hopefully we can see you all again in some time. So if you want to come join the live sometime, we're more than welcome. And thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and up the Spurs.
Here's Lucas